Hey, how you doing? It's Rob. It's Tuesday, 27th of October at about 1:15, so around lunchtime. And you may be wondering why I've got my hood up and my cap on and ting. Well, I'm cold. A bit of an open plan house, and it's I'm here on my own, and I'm kind of not really bothering to put the heating on. So apologies for my silly attire, but I'm just keeping warm. So I'm about halfway through my 100 trades journal. I think I've completed trade 51 right now. So let me jump onto the computer and share how we're doing. See you in a minute. Right, I know I said I'd be back in a minute, but that minute took a little bit longer. So here we go. Let's go and see how we're doing. I think the last time I did an update was day 3. So I'm just going to move this out the way. And I thought I was going to move it out of the way. Doesn't seem to want to move out of the way. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And there we go. Right. So here's my 100 trades journal. I'm now at trade 54. So just over halfway now. So day 1, just a quick recap. Day 1 was captured 134 pips, and that was on Tuesday the 20th of October. As you can see, I think mainly pound Australian dollar, and I've kind of stuck with it. Pound Australian dollar just because it's doing me quite well, so I'll stick with it. Day 2, we'll do. So there's a screen grab just to support some of my pips listed here. So day 2 was 160 pips, and that was Wednesday 21st of October. Day 3 didn't do a lot. Day 3, and I had my first loss. As you can see, it was only -2 pips. So yeah, not a huge. Yeah, just 14 pips for day 3. Day 4 got another loss. Again, closed that at -2. But actually did all right with, I think, 22, 18, 15, 18, 11, 25. But I had some others in here. So I had pound Australian dollar, pound New Zealand dollar, pound Australian dollar, pound New Zealand, pound Australian, pound New Zealand, pound Australian. And in fact, the one I closed was New Zealand dollar, US dollar. And that one actually, if I'd have left it running, went into profit. And I think I saw some people in our community saying they'd sort of captured 30 pips. So yeah, I should have left that one, but actually, because overall with all these other positions, it would have been over 180 pips. But at that point, I thought, you know what, I'm happy with that. I'll take that. So that was Friday, 23rd of October. So day 4, 181 profitable pips, which includes the -2 that I had closed early. Day 5 isn't really day 5 as such. That was some other positions I put on Friday evening, leaving them to run. And actually, when the markets opened on Sunday evening, I think it was within 20-25 minutes or so, maybe half an hour, my target had been hit, and it wasn't like a huge target. You see, this one was here, was 40 pips, 32, 26, 18, 15, 11. So again, on Friday evening, I thought price was going to be pushing up, but it actually kept going down. So as price was coming down, I just added another position, because I was looking at stochastic and thought this looks like it's going to go, but it didn't on Friday evening. So Sunday when the markets opened, that's when my profit was hit. So that was actually 142 pips for that particular set of trades there, which was pretty groovy. So day 6, we're back onto pound Australian dollar again. 10, 20. So this was yesterday, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. 10 and 20. Then 7, 14, 20. And again, another screenshot. Yeah, I think on there I've put 7, but 6 and 1 on there. So that was 71. And that was yesterday, Monday the 26th of October, and today is Tuesday the 27th of October. So I've literally just been scalping, and I'll show you why in a moment. So we've got 10, 14, 18, 12, 15, 15, 16, 11, 15, and total for today is 126. So at the moment, my win rate is at 96%. That's based on 52 out of 54 trades taken. And since I started last Monday, even though I started on the Tuesday, that's a total of 828 pips. So not bad, really. Quite happy with that. Yeah, this is quite what's the word? Not typical. Yeah, let's just say not typical of having a win rate of 96%. But I'm just literally just scalping. That's my preferred way to trade. So yeah, that is it basically. So I've forgotten already. 828 was it? Yeah, 828 pips for the week really so far. So day 7. And just over halfway through the 100 trades journal. So at trade 54, I've added this progress bar thing at the top. So 100 trades, 54 trades placed so far. So just over halfway, which is pretty groovy. And I'm happy with 96% win rate as well. So the two trades that I've closed out have only been at -2 pips. In fact, well, I think I've rounded it up to -2 because I think one was -1.6 or 7 or something like that. So not huge losses. So there we go. There's my update on my 100 trades journal. So the next thing to do really is, if you want to get a piece of this action as well, feel free to, obviously, of course, please do subscribe. Please chuck a like on the video, and also put a comment below as well. I know some people are going to say, well, what is this? You've just typed this out. This could be anything. Yes, I could have just typed this out. I haven't linked it to my FX book for verification and all that sort of thing, because there is certainly a number of people who, well, I don't know for definite. I haven't actually seen it myself, but I believe it is possible to somehow not provide that information accurate. I don't really know, but this is my you just have to take my word for it. And I know that sounds really, I don't know, it just sounds a bit, we've got to trust you based on what you've typed on this screen. Yeah, that's it basically. That's all the proof I have at the moment. Well, I say that, let's go on to our Raining Pips section, which is where we record, and this is our whole community. So we've got a whole load of live trading sessions, ideas, watch list, trade ideas, watch list. We've got crypto trade ideas, smart money, Forex Fire trade ideas, ninja trading system, trade surgery if you've got any problems, or get into any trades that have not gone the way you thought, and get input from other people. You ask a question, and Raining Pips here is where we're posting our results, and we're encouraged to post our results. As I said at the top here, win, lose, or break even. So, in fact, Darren's had a great day today on Bitcoin. It's 460 pips with 0 drawdown. This is something that we're bringing to the group in the very near future. So, in fact, let's scroll up to the start of today. So here we go, 27th of October. So Phil grabbed 40 pips on US dollar CAD, 40 pips overnight. So that's the best way to trade, because you're just sleeping whilst it's earning your money. And he also got 50 pips on Euro and New Zealand dollar, and that's the smart money strategy. Adrian, sorry, because it says A Langdale, but it's Adrian. Only trade so far on the NTS experiment. We're doing an experiment which I'll talk about another time. Captured 37 pips on that one, as he's done a screenshot of his calendar as well. So that was today, 11/22. Sarah got, let's get rid of that nonsense, 16 pips again on pound Australian dollar this morning. Sabil, pound US dollar, 30 pips. And there's some of my listed pips: 10, 14, 18, 12, 15, etc, etc, etc. Another 15 pips. Just rounded my pip count up for the day on pound Australian dollar to 100 pips. A congratulatory message there. And that, oh no, sorry, I thought that was Darren with his Bitcoin, but that was actually got 40 pips on pound Canadian dollar as well. Oops, another 26 pips on pound Australian dollar. 7 trades running, all in profit. And again, there's a photo of the screen capture on MT4. Willie got 43 pips total on USD CAD. Thanks, Paul, for your instructive video yesterday. Sabil got another 20 pips on pound US dollar. Paul giving us an image with a nice win on, because we're basically with the pitchforks here, we're looking at the swing high and taking the trade down to the median line on the pitchfork, and obviously that has happened there. Morel USD CAD 22 pips, Cola USD CAD 16 pips, and then 16 pips, so done all right. So there we go. So that's all of that. Now I was going to say how I'd been trading some of this stuff on pound Australian dollar. So this is the 15-minute time frame. I'll keep it as quick as I can, but I've got certain levels marked out here, and you can see that, you know, what was this morning? Was that was about there, wasn't it? Yeah. So 8:30 this morning, there was a sort of fairly strong push up here, and as you can see, prices have slowly been moving upwards. Now it's got to this orange line here, and sort of had a stall. It's sort of, okay, it's wigged through a bit, or maybe that candle there may have made a bit more progress, but as we see, mainly sort of wicking through that level. And then you can see a big push up and then a big drop, big push up, not as big a drop, but big push up, big drop. And that was all I was doing, was capturing. In fact, I think the majority of those were sells, because again, looking at the stochastic on the 15-minute time frame, it's right at the top, so I was just expecting price to start dropping, and also kept jumping onto the hour to see what was going on with that. Yeah, excuse all my lines and arrows and wiggly stuff, but it's I know what I'm doing on there, so it's not confusing for me. So yes, we had a break of this trend line here, price pushing up, and basically just capturing price movements in that section there, and then again, as I can see, price was pushing up to this next level, did the same thing, capturing some of the sells there as well. So that is basically all I've been doing. That price movement, I think, if I remember rightly, from, let's go from that white line there up to the top of that white line there, 58 pips in total. But as I said, I think with the scalping that I did, yeah, 126 pips. And you know, some of them were just 11 pips, 15, 15, 12, 18, 14, 10. Yeah, so the lowest there was 10, the biggest was 18. So literally just grabbing handfuls of pips, jumping into the market, grabbing handfuls of pips from these movements. A lot of the time, on this particular setup, we're actually expecting price to be pushing up, but as you can see, let me just get rid of that for a second. Get rid of that. As you can see here, sort of scrolling out a bit, it's kind of been ranging within this for, when was that? 25th. So that was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. No, 25th was Sunday. Of course it was. It's my wife's birthday on Saturday, and that was also one of the reasons why I didn't update the 100 trades journal. Very bad of me. So there we go. I'll leave that there for you. So literally just trading these movements, the ups, the downs, but I don't think I actually bought. It was mainly selling. So there we go. I'll wrap it up there. So if you want more information, I'm going to pop a link below in the description. As I say, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Not just subscribe, but post a comment. You got any questions? Not really sure what's going on with all of this. You know, I can give you help with much of that. And yeah, that's my lot. I shall leave you all to it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. So there we go. That's 27th of October. Hopefully, I shall be back to do another update tomorrow. Right now, I always forget how to stop this. There we go. I think it's that. Right, enjoy.